on, everybody? John Stamper with John Stamper Media. We are here. It is Dytron Dental USA. It's their 2024 National Symposium. It's the beginning of the year. All kinds of great learning. And as promised, we have a lot of great companies here, products, services, technologies. And we want to make sure that we spend some time with them so that you watching can learn about the great things that they're doing. So Freedom Dental Partners, very excited to be with Lucas Calcari, who is here. Lucas, it's good to meet you, man. How you doing?
Nice to meet you as well. Great. This has been a great show so far, and looking forward to the rest of the day here tomorrow.
So what's very interesting about you do, we were just talking about it, you know, at shows like this, there's a lot of like technologies and products. Mm-hmm. Talk a little bit about how you guys are helping dentists, which I think is super interesting.
So we're taking them through that transition phase. No matter if you're 10 years into dentistry or if you're 40 years into dentistry, you have to have an exit plan. Yeah. You have to have some way to transition out or transition to bigger and better. So we work with dentists all across the country, helping them figure out that roadmap, getting them to a point where they're ready for that next step, whether it be sale or becoming their own DSO or rolling up into a group. So that's how we work with dentists all across the country and help them maximize all of their revenues and take that to the next level and create generational wealth.
Is the trend changing? Are there more and more dentists? I mean, I've been in dentistry for 20 years, and this has been a common theme that so many of them working on their patients, they get to a certain point in their career, they haven't taken the time to think about this. Is that changing? Like, is there, now that there's more education, are they, you know?
I would say the answer is yes, it is changing. There's still a notion out there that I don't want to sell to, whether it be a DSO or become a DSO, that there's a negative connotation, but they really are helping the dentist see that this is a good thing. Yeah. This helps you create wealth rather than be at the chair all the time.
Right. Yeah. And, you know, we hear it a lot. It's, you know, they want to work clinically with their patients. They don't always learn a lot of business when they're in dental school, even though they're running their own business, right, with their dental practice or what have you. So what are some of the things, like specifically when you sit down with a dentist initially, the conversations that you have?
So we first started off with where are you at and where do you want to go? What do you want the next 10 years to look like? And then we work backwards into whatever it is, from establishing an EBITDA, looking at their financials, where we can help them, getting into the nitty gritty of their practice, and then working back towards that 10-year goal and see if we can shorten it and get them there quicker.
So you talked a little bit about real estate, which like I'm seeing more and more dentists. I think the light bulb's going off, whether they have opportunities to get more involved in real estate. So talk about that part of the business and how you guys are helping there.
Yep. So two sides of that. So if a dentist owns their own real estate for their practice, we can help position that at the point of sale to a real estate investment trust. Mm-hmm. If they're looking just to deploy money that they have from their investments, we have a part called masterminds that will help deploy that and go and buy dental practices, buy dental real estate, utilizing them in either boots on the ground, a deal captain who's actually finding those deals, or just a private lender opportunity where they just, here's my money and help double it.
Yeah. What are some of the biggest challenges that they're facing, and how are you guys helping them kind of get over that hump?
I'd say some of the biggest challenges are taking that from, I've done it this way, I've always done it this way, and I only knew to sell to another dentist. Yeah. Where now it's opening their eyes to, it's okay to sell to somebody else that's not a dentist. Yeah. And then still take care of your patients, take care of your staff. Those are those things that we have to walk through, that it was not always known to them, or they may have had a friend who had a bad experience. Yeah. They may have had a bad experience. Yeah. Reopening that window of opportunity. Yeah.
Can you talk a little bit about your discovery process, kind of onboarding? So like once a dentist decides, okay, like I know I need to do this work, I need to start planning. How do you guys manage that?
So we'll first start off with establishing their EBITDA. You got to know where you're at in order to know where you're going. Right. So we'll start with that. And then we have a group of people who get into their actual practice. So a practice management consultant works with office manager or designated person, works with the dentist to help grow the business, actually analyze what's going on, from our clinical acceptance rate to our fee analysis to our PPO analysis, and walking them through all those pieces to help increase that collections, keep the patients happy, get the patients coming back at a normal scale rather than I did it today and I might not reschedule them for another 6 months and they walked away.
Exactly.
So we'll work with them on that side of things, and then always keeping that dollar in mind, always keeping that in line on the radar to say, we're almost there. We're almost ready. So.
You know, I know the Ditron team was really excited to have you guys here because when I think about a lot of the clinicians that are here, you know, wanting to obviously, you know, grow in their practice, like do a lot of newer techniques. And as you know, like that helps them scale and generate more wealth. And it's just a matter of making sure that they're taking care of it and putting it in the right place.
Absolutely. Having more specialists, having more specialty type procedures in your practice, going to increase that revenue, keep those patients from being referred out to somebody else, keep them in-house. It's a win-win.
Yeah, love it. Lucas, can you let everybody know like how they can learn more about you guys, like where to find you and kind of, you know, how things work to like, you know, set up a time to speak with somebody from your team?
Sure. So we have two ways to find us, freedomdentalpartners.com, or you can go to one of our Become the DSO seminars, which we host about every 10 weeks down in Dallas, Texas.
Okay, awesome. And that's all on the website?
That's all on the website at freedomdentalpartners.com.
Awesome. Thanks, Lucas. Appreciate it.
Appreciate it.
Enjoy the rest of the show.
Yep. Thank you.